Hello guys, and welcome to today's practice. I did spend just the night in a little cottage here, so no outside view today. Sorry about that, but still we've got an unconditional practice of no matter where we are, just grounding into our taking care of ourselves, keeping ourselves accountable, doing what our higher selves really want, as opposed to giving into like that. I don't want to do it, right? Kind of thing. So grounding into your mat in your preferred seating position, verifying your posture, making sure that your abdomen is just lightly engaged, sternum is back and up as you inhale, bringing the shoulders up and rolling them back down, opening up the chest, yet keeping a very straight back to not arch or curve. Bringing your hands to heart center and closing your eyes for the 3 opening ums. Deep inhale. Deeply inhaling and exhaling as you bring your hands down to your knees and you gently and slowly open up your eyes. Now for today's practice, I would like to go into a seated forward bend. And this may seem super simple to be in a seated forward bend, yet there are many variations depending on where you're at with your body. So first of all, to do a proper seated pose, proper seated forward bend, we got to be in a proper seated pose. So getting into the proper dandasana. Remembering that you want your legs to not be floppy, but not too engaged. So you're just lifting up the feet enough for you to be able to engage your thighs so that there's no holes underneath your legs. And at the same time, you're going to want to bring your awareness a little bit to your pelvis. Do your legs naturally go in? Do they naturally go out? Are they quite straight? So feeling also with your sitting bones, okay? Am I equally on both sitting bones? And if so, is there any rotation to bring into my legs, just as we do in the samastiti, right? So you're feeling the alignment of your body, and this is what's going to majorly influence the benefits that you get from the pose, right? Just now, being in Dandasana, this is already energetically aligning your body, helping with your posture and the flow of all the prana, right? As opposed to sitting like this. So never underestimate how powerful a pose can be. So when you have verified your lower body, your thighs are engaged, your feet are just flexing up enough for your legs to be completely engaged. Your abdomen should be just slightly engaged, again, sternum up and back so that you are in a proper Dandasana. If your neck goes like this, bringing it back. And then from here, inhaling your arms up and bending forward as you exhale. And as you can notice, it's really bending from the hips. Now, if your hips are a bit tight, like most people, then when you just bend as much as you can, even if it's till here, that's totally fine. And then you can bring your neck down. So you would still probably feel in your hamstrings and your lower back a bit of a stretch. What you don't want to be doing is bending like this. So you see this is really on your thoracic. It's very difficult. It's not stretching actually your hamstrings at all. So it's really not beneficial for your spine. So keeping a straight long spine and then exhaling, bending from the hips as much as you can. And then taking another inhale and exhaling down completely. Now, of course, if you were here and you are at this level, then you want to grab your hands, lift up your elbow, and you want to pull your armpits towards your toes as much as possible so that you can really get that stretch. So right now I'm feeling it all in my hamstrings, all the way up into the lower back. Of course, if your flexibility doesn't allow you to go that far and you still want to get the benefits of the pose, simply lifting up your legs and keeping your abdomen against your thighs, and then grabbing your feet here and trying to stretch out your legs as much as possible because you are still bending from your hips. Now in this position, you will be able to get much more of the benefits of the forward bend as opposed to being like this. So if your hamstrings are a bit tight, bringing your knees up to your stomach and having your forward bend as such. Even for me, I slightly feel in this position even the stretch of the lower back. And this is really where the benefit comes as well. When your abdomen, your organs are getting that massage against your thighs. So now if you haven't been holding the pose, hold it for a couple breaths there. And then inhale, coming up, exhaling, straightening the back, and then inhale up completely. So I hope that you guys enjoyed going into the forward bend, and that you felt how the different variations worked with your body. Ideally now, after this practice, you might want to go into forward bend a couple times again. Of course, these practices are always the minimum of what you do, right? You can always do more after. The invitation is always there for you to do more. So grounding into the pranayama for today, I'm going into box breathing. Box breathing that is very, very, very powerful, especially if throughout the day you're having any kind of anxiety, any kind of like overwhelmed feeling. The box breathing can really, really help you ground back in and just regain that nervous system regulation there. So grounding into your seat, closing your eyes, your hands can be as you please. You can have them palms up, you can have your thumb and index touching as well. Always verifying your posture and always feeling free and welcome to improve your posture, replace your posture at any moment during this practice or in your life in general. Box breathing, very simple, being inhaling, holding, exhaling, holding, creating the box. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold for equal amounts of time. So going with your regular breath, if you're naturally inhaling and exhaling at about 4 or 5 counts, then keep it 4 counts, 4 counts, 4 counts, 4 counts. Doing the first round together. Inhale deeply for 4 counts. Hold. Exhaling completely. Hold. Inhale. And the cycle continues, going at your own rhythm and grounding into your body as you practice the box breathing. as you are doing the box breathing, simply observing and bringing your awareness to how your body feels without any judgment, just noticing. When you hold, when you exhale, when you inhale, are there any sensations? Are there any feelings? And know that if you ever maybe feel a little bit uncomfortable, like you're out of breath, or you don't like it, it's totally fine, totally normal. You can stop and go back to the box breathing at any moment. If it becomes too much, you can always just ground in to your deep belly breathing. If you would like to continue the box breathing during the meditation, feel free to do so. If not, you can turn towards your deep belly breathing as we ground into the meditation for the day. I invite you today to bring your awareness to the heart. Dropping your awareness into the heart. You can put your hands on your heart center if it helps you a little bit. You can also keep them where they are, have them wherever you want. It's your practice. Most of the time, our energy is a lot in the head. A lot of thinking, a lot of living in stories, fearing the future, a lot of nonsense. In the sense that our body is where a lot of the answers of our whole entire life lie. Some would even say all the answers. So bringing the awareness from the head and dropping it back into the sense of the body releases us from the nonsense of the head. And the most powerful place to drop into is the heart. So simply bringing your awareness to your heart. It may also help for you to breathe directly into your chest area. And coming back to the sense of the body. The more you drop your awareness into the heart, the more that you bring your focus to the heart center, the more aware you become of the heart's reactions. And the more you can listen to the heart, the more that you live a life from the heart space. more beneficial and efficient you are when it comes to keeping your balance and regulation in life. Never underestimating the power of the heart. Even just starting, if your awareness is really stuck in your head, mine was when I first started these practices. And at the beginning, the only thing I could do to bring my awareness to my heart was to really find my heartbeat. And bring my hands to my heartbeat and just focus on that. And that can be just the first step of awareness to your heart center. And slowly, as you practice bringing your awareness back down to your body and functioning from a heart space as opposed to a head space, you'll find awareness in other areas of your being than just the heartbeat. You'll be able to bring the awareness down. And finishing off with the awareness in the heart center with something that you are grateful for today. Something that you are grateful for in this moment. It can be a place, a person, a thing. Sometimes it could be super simple, like a toothbrush. It could be your morning tea. Whatever brings that little tingly. Bring your hands to your heart center in the prayer position as we close off today's practice with 3 Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. A deep inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hare Om. Deeply inhaling, bring your hands behind your back, grabbing your wrist, and exhaling as you bow down, thanking yourself for today's practice, thanking the universe or whatever it is there is for you to thank for this moment. And then inhaling as you come up. And exhaling as you bring your hands to the front of your body, rubbing your palms together, creating the heat, waking up all those nerve endings. And then bringing your warm palms directly to your eyes, fingers on your forehead, deeply inhaling. And exhale gently as you slowly start opening up your eyes inside the palm of your hands. And gently and slowly, as the light comes in, bringing your palms away from your face and coming back into the room. After a practice like this, it can always be nice to look around And see if there's something you notice in the room that you haven't noticed before or you haven't noticed in a while. And bringing gratitude to anything that you're noticing. Hey, maybe you're noticing a hole in the wall. Can you be grateful for it? Let me know how today's practice was for you guys. I also want to know, am I getting too woo-woo for you? Do you like this? Do you understand? Like, for me, being in India for so long, it's almost like I don't know where normal people are anymore. So it's very difficult for me to kind of imagine, because sometimes I'm like, oh, this is so amazing. And then sometimes I'm like, shit, do I sound ridiculous to these people? Like, do they understand what I mean by drop into the heart? You know, do they get like the heart? You know, do they understand this stuff? Like, does it make sense what I'm saying? Do I sound like I'm a completely crazy hippie? Like, let me know, because I am doing this basically because it changed my motherfucking life. All right. So I wanted to help you change yours as well. So if I'm sounding like a crazy lady and it's not helping you, let me know. But if it is, also let me know, because yeah, like world vibration, everything, you know, like consciousness, aren't we like, isn't that what we're all here for? Talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much.